Good morning, ladies. This is ScrapNnana, and I am so excited to be here and talk to you a little bit about photos today. And I don't know if you're like me, but a lot of times in the past, I would develop all these pictures and have stacks and stacks of 4x6 photos every time they went on sale, right? And that's what I would scrapbook with. But guess what? We've got a little problem going on. Number one, because of our modern technology, we literally take the perfect picture all the time, right? So if you take the perfect picture and develop it into 4x6, all of a sudden you've got nowhere to go. And just to show you a little bit about what I'm talking about, we do, of course, part of my group that I do here, we've got our scrapbookers that meet every single month here, and we make 8 pages, okay? So this is one of the 8 pages we're making this month. And I just want you to pay attention to the fact that we have a 4x6 and a 4x4. So I can't get a 4x6 in that 4x4. And then we've got some 3x4s, some 4x4s, and 4x6s. So typically, ladies, and I've got these great flip-flops going on, so I can put additional photos of that size in there. Here's what I want to tell you, though, okay? I want to be able to develop my perfect picture into either a 4x4 or 4x6, or I do develop a lot of 5x7s and 6x8s for those family photos, or maybe the birthday kid, or that special photo that you just want to pop that totally almost tells a story on its own. So that's why I wanted to visit with you a little bit on this video about what to do with your photos. Instead of having a stack like this that tells you you're behind, let's scrapbook our memories as they happen, and let's do it with a little bit of definition on the size that just enables the eye to move a little more smoothly instead of looking at just a page full of 4x6s stuck together. Okay, so this is just an option. Also, I wanted to tell you, if you're an iPhone user, you can use the Persnickity app to both upload and move your photos into Persnickity. However, unless something has changed, Persnickity and Android do not play as well together. They still work really well. I actually have an Android myself. So what I do is I go on my phone and I actually open Persnickity.com on my phone. I upload my photos there, and then I usually come back to my computer where I can see everything a little better, and that's where I pull my photos in for development. Now you can do that however you want. I know a lot of you with better eyesight than me maybe can do everything on your phone, and that's fine. So basically the deal with Android is if you upload your pictures to the app in Android, you won't see it on your computer. You will with an iPhone, but not with an Android. So it's best just to, instead of using the app on the Androids, just go ahead and use your go to the website on your phone and upload your photos there. So my photos are always on my phone. So I go on my phone, I go to persnickity.com website on my phone, and I just upload any photos that I've just taken and I think I know I want to develop these. I upload them, I put them in their own album. Okay, that's all you need to know as for the phone. Now we're going to click over to the computer and I'm going to show you how I develop them. Okay, here we go. Okay, so I'm going to scoot up here and see how well we can do this. This is the first time I've recorded my computer, so I hope it's clear. So here's a lot of photos that I've uploaded. So you're going to go to persnickity.prints.com, and then what you're going to want to do is you've got your prints and enlargements, and that's where people typically think they would go, but that's not where we're going to go today. We're going to go over to the one that says Creative Prints, and then we're going to go down here to Memory Pages. We're going to click on that. And what that's going to do, now, first of all, it's going to bring you to a page. I'm going to zoom out just a little bit here. It's going to bring you to a page, and on that page, it's going to have, you need to be real careful because these first ones are 10 by 10 memory pages. We don't want those, okay? We want to go down here to the ones that say 12 by 12 memory pages, okay? And what I'm going to do is choose the one that I typically always use is this one that is a 12 by 12. It's a memory page 12, okay? So that's typically the one I use. I'm going to open that up. And then what I'm going to do is it's going to ask me shipping information. I always ship to my home. I choose premium matte. They have premium glossy also. And it's $1.99. I'm going to get 4 4x6s and 4 3x4s. And then I'm going to hit get started. Okay. Now what that's going to do is bring me to that page. It'll take just a minute here. Normally it won't probably for you, but I live in the country. My internet can be a little persnickety, LOL. Okay. So here is my layout and here are my photos. These are all the albums. Remember I said save them 10 album. So we're going to just open up this album up here, and it is from winter last year, and I've got 6 photos in here. Now, as you can see, I have more than 6 photos here, so there's going to be a good learning option there. So this is a photo. I'm going to zoom in just a little bit here. Over here, I have a photo of my grandson playing in the snow. I want that as a 4x6, so I'm going to pull that over here. But look, number one, it has a caution because it's not going to develop well. And the reason for that is my picture is going the opposite direction of what this is calling for, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on that, and let me see if I can zoom this out just a touch. When I click on this photo, it gives me all these options along the bottom. One's to delete for if I decide that's not the photo that I wanted in here. This is just telling me the resolution's not going to be good. That's what that's for. This is to adjust the background, like make it bigger or smaller. You've got a rotate is what we want. We want to go to rotate, and I'll click on rotate, and all of a sudden I have the perfect picture. So even though I'm going to click out here and it'll take me back to the whole sheet, even though I know that I'm going to have some vertical and horizontal photos, I can do them all in this same page because I just pull the photo in, and then I can either leave it horizontal or rotate the picture to make it vertical. Okay. Now this is going to be a 4x6, but there will be a little white edging, which is perfect if you like to mount out your photos. Once you cut that out, it's going to be the perfect size for that. Now, the next thing I want to show you, let's pull into one of my 3x4 squares, this picture of my beautiful daughter in love and that little guy out playing in the sled. Now, I don't really need the dog's booty in my photo. So what I'm going to do, there's a little slide bar right here, and I'm going to just zoom in to get the perfect photo, and I can actually move that photo by just grasping that hand. I can move that photo around and center that picture right where I want it and get the perfect picture, only in a 3x4 instead of the 4x6, okay? Now, one thing that's really important, let's say that these are the only 2 photos I'm really wanting to develop at this time. What I would do is I would go up here and hit add to cart, okay? Even if it's not full, and I'm just going to show you what that looks like. I'm going to hit add to cart, and it's going to warn me that there are some placeholders left empty. That's okay. I want to add this to the cart so I can come back to it later. I'm going to show you what that looks like. So basically, if you go here to my checkout cart, you're going to look over here and you're going to see all these memory pages. And this is the one I was just working on. And, or I guess it would be this one here. Anyway, it will show you that it's not complete. See how it doesn't look open? Some of these have a photo in it. Some don't. Actually, this is the one I just added right here. And I'm going to zoom in a little. Well, yeah, it's going to let me zoom in a little bit more. Let me see if I can just tilt this. But as you can see in that photo down there, it's got my 4x6 and my 3x4. So I can tell this is the one I just uploaded, right? Now, let's say I want to put more photos in it. I'm just going to hit edit. Okay. I'm going to set this back up where it was. And we're going to zoom out a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. So this is the way I open it later when I've got more photos that I want to add into it. Does that make sense? And again, we're in the country, so it's going kind of slow. Okay, so now I have the option to add more photos. So I don't see any photos over here, you might be saying. All I'm going to do is go up here to the top corner, hit photo, and it's going to open my albums. And I just start adding again. Now, another thing, maybe you're developing here and you say, you know, Teresa, I really don't need a 3x4. I need another 4x6, or vice versa. Well, what you can do is just click on this photo. And again, I'm going to zoom out just a little bit so you can see. And I can actually delete that whole photo well. And then I can click on this one and I can resize it. Okay? And I can, it's called transform. And all of a sudden, I now have edges that I can pick up and I can make that into a 4x6 or other sizes. Now, another thing you can do if you're wanting a lot of one particular size, say you're needing a lot of 3x3s, 4x4s, or whatever, you can go over here. Again, I'm leaving this, so I'm going to hit add to cart, right? Because we never want to leave it without adding it to the cart. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is go over here. I'm going to hit continue shopping because I'm not done, right? And that'll take me back in. I go back to Creative Prints and back to Memory Pages. And I'm going to show you another page that you can do. Now this, what we're going to do is go to our Memory Page 12x12. And then we're going to, again, we have to buy it. So, but once it's in the cart, we don't have to go back and redo that all the time. Sorry, this is taking a little while. But I wanted to show you there is one other option, and it's called a layout option. And basically it's on, we've chose the 12-inch one, and I'm going to go over here to where it says layout, okay, and click on it. And here I can make that layout in a single photo, 2 photos, 3 photos, or 4, or I can do what they call a mosaic. And this is the one I like if I'm wanting a lot of really small photos. It's really fun to do a layout just with little squares of photos all the way around, and I like to use this one for that. Anyway, all you do is choose that, and all of a sudden you've got, this is 4 across, so we know that's 3 inches. These are going to be 3-inch photos. So you can get a lot of great, and 3-inch photos is something we use a lot too. So anyway, you would just go over here, hit photo, and all of a sudden you can get yourself a lot of really great 3x3 photos. And with that, the cool thing is, again, remember, maybe I just want that awesome expression on his face. You can make that the perfect photo. So that's just a little tutorial on how to use Persnickity. If you have any questions, let me know, and I'd be glad to help you out. Have a great day.